Assalamu alaikum. So here we are with a brand new video based on IELTS reading. As we are done with IELTS speaking and IELTS writing, now I would like to tell you more about IELTS reading, how this paper goes along, what are the different types of questions which I mentioned here, and how to attempt the paper. So before we move on, I would like everyone to subscribe, like, share, and comment on the channel. So, starting with the types of reading, basically, their IELTS reading text consists of 14 questions, 40 questions all, and it basically has three different sections, and they are factual text based on factual text. And basically, these include different types of writing. For example, reading for just means that we have to get the main idea, or reading for detail, skimming only looking at the headline and subheadlines and the photographs or graphs maybe, understanding logical arguments and then recognizing writers' opinions or at. So I've told you before basically there are three sections of reading, and these texts are taken from different journals, magazines, books, and newspapers. There are different types of questions that you can see here. So they can be short answer questions, maybe multiple choice questions, maybe sentence completion, note, summary, diagram, flow chart, table completion, choosing a heading for a paragraph, identification of writer's views, claims, yes or no or not given, maybe identification of information, true, false or not given, classification and matching list. And so the first one is the reading passages, each text being harder than the one before and all are authentic. These are texts that you are likely to have to deal with daily in an English speaking country. So basically, there are three sections, like I mentioned before. So the section one consists of two or three short factual text with topics that will be relevant to your everyday life when you live abroad in an English environment. For example, a text may consist of a number of advertisements. Then section two, there are two factual texts and they are focused on issues related to work when applying abroad, maybe a job, maybe pay and conditions, maybe staff training, and so on. And section 3 is the most hardest and longest one, and it is a text having a topic of general. So now here you can see, if you Google, you can find a lot of websites where you can go and practice online. So I've also mentioned here three websites where you can go and you can uh, uh, practice IELTS. So these are few of the tips that you must follow when you are going to practice for IELTS reading test. One is practice your reading skills, not your IELTS skills. So basically, reading test skill, reading test is more likely to depend on vocabulary test rather than a reading test. And here you have to, once you are going through the practice, you must analyze and work on your mistakes. But one shouldn't be panic when one is giving the test. And obviously, timing is very crucial. So you have to practice to manage time. And once you go for the test, don't leave any blank. So the reading strategies, as you can see here, are if you are going to use skimming technique for reading the passage that is given to you, maybe you have to basically read service or product reviews, and you must go over a speech last minute or quick research or quick review before exam. So basically, I'm telling you that different techniques that are used in reading IELTS test, based on these different strategies or techniques. So skimming is basically collecting the most important things from the text and then writing the answers. Then is using scanning for. So scanning may be a list of email subjects or news articles or maybe a food or drink menu. So when we go somewhere, we look at the menu if you want to look for a specific food or a drink. So we scan that, or maybe we scan the price on a dress. that's how scanning is done. So basically, I'm giving you a general idea of the techniques which you can use in IELTS paper. And then read actively with new, difficult, and unfamiliar material. And you read the material to know what you were basically